Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Engineer Hall. Today we're going to take a look at a new product here that I got from Yankee Dabbly here. Now this here is going to come in clutch for anyone that do not know how to solder or doesn't possess a solder iron or just don't feel comfortable doing it because it does get hot. So here, these are the rail joiners here from Walthers Track. Then you feel code at 83 or 100. So I'm gonna show you how to install these. So it's gonna cost around like $5 to $6 depending on where you get your stuff from. But I'll go to Yankee Dabbly, so where there's a train show. So today I'm gonna show you how to install this into your railroad. Say you need to add more power, or like me, some spots that don't look too well, you want to clean that up. So come along with me, show you how to install it, and hopefully you learn something from this. After you took our Dremel tool and cut here, now I'll take a scalpel with a hook here and I'll go under the tracks and peel away some of this detail here. Using this is the code 83 Pico track. And while I'm here, I'll scrape away some of this paint that I paint the rails with. Get a nice clean surface. Now I'm done with that. I'll give a little blow some dust off here. There we go, clean area. I'm from the unboxing here. Now until we unravel this here, just pull out the leads and just unwound it here like this. So this is what it look like here when it's unwound. Look at here with the leads. Look like they're tinted here. Followed by the rail joiners when this in here. Fits on code 83 or code 100 track. Here I go with a blade under the track to loosen it up so I can manipulate it a little bit here. So I can just move it. If I didn't cut deep enough to cut the plastic with my cutter, I'll just come through with the knife and just push down in it and cut the plastic. You hear that pop? And there you go. So it's been completely severed, so I can slide it over if need to be. So take a rail joiner and I'm gonna use my pliers to lift up the track. I can slide it in. So we lift it up here and we'll just push it on there. Whoop. There you go, slide it on there. It is important to cut the detail of the tie plate off so you can slide this rail joiner on the rail, and we're going to line it up and we're going to push it ahead. So I can use your pliers or a pair of a flathead screwdriver. Just push it ahead, but you can also use a combination of both, so it's not one all fits all size. So see here, I can lift the rail up and you can still see it that I started on the rail. Just lift the rail up a little bit and push it ahead. There you go. And this half, the detail, you push it ahead so it will sit between the gap of the rail, because on the bottom of this here you have the wire which is soldered onto this rail joiner here. So you can do the other side the same way. Take the rail joiner. There you go. Also keep the wires to the outside of rails too. Basically, you're gonna take this, lift the rail up. Slide the rail journal on. There you go. You can push the rail journal with your pliers onto the new rail. There you go. So I got it where I wanted it at. Got that bump here where the cut is at in the middle of the ties here. Then since it's a small area, I'm gonna glue it down. So I'm gonna use this E6000 here. This I use it on like little small temporary fixes here. So it got a little wiggle here because we did make room so we can slide it. So what I'm gonna do is put some of this 6000 here on the bottom. Do it, track up so. Just squeeze a little bit out. Put some on this side. Put some on this side again. So we got that situated. So we have a track alignment tool. You come on in, lay it in there. There you go, straight in the section. With our drill, put whatever you like. I'm gonna put it right about here. Good. Put it right by here. Not too worried about the dust getting into the glue because it's gonna get painted over. So basically, you're gonna thread this guy through. From at the other end is pull it through. There you go. Here we are under the layout. Got my suitcase connected here, and I got the other end of my rail joiner. Push that in there. There we go. So got it in there. You can see that. See, I push that wire in the hole. And at the other hand, I'm gonna come in with my crimping tool. Make sure it's in there. And just lock it all in. And just like that. All locked in. And just like we did for the other one. Slide it in. seems to be good there. I'm gonna take our tool and just like that. We'll pull on it, make sure we got it locked in. You can see that the blade make contact through the bus, and then it cord onto our feeder there. So let's lock it in.